Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to TAW. My name is Josh again, and today we have a very historic matchup. Taylor Swift versus Miley Cyrus one-on-one. And again, this is a very historic matchup. Not only is this Taylor Swift's debut in TAW, her first ever matchup here in this promotion, but of course it's also Taylor Swift versus Miley Cyrus, two of the biggest names in music going head-to-head in a wrestling match, which is weird, but you know, you should be used to how things work around here. But anyway, also, Taylor Swift was one of the bigger names in the Magnation women's roster back in the day, so a couple years ago. If you are a longtime TAW fan, you would know that not only was Taylor Swift big in the Magnation, she was the first ever Magnation women's champion. So, and she's going up against the first ever TAW Femme Fatale champion here against Miley Cyrus. So, a big name from the Magnation going up against a big name from TAW. They were the first ever champions in their respective divisions on their shows. They're big-time musicians, and this is Taylor Swift's first ever appearance in a matchup here on TAW, her first ever singles match here. And I'm very much looking forward to it. And of course, Taylor Swift shocked the world, the TAW universe. Actually, I'm never going to call the TAW. Here in TAW, because calling your fandom a universe is cringe. Stares directly at WWE. But anyway, so not only did Taylor Swift shock the world by appearing on Super Show Episode 4, which again was very shocking, Miley Cyrus a couple days ago just confronted her and challenged her to a match, and here we go. And can Miley Cyrus end a bit of a losing streak that she's been on by defeating Taylor Swift in her first match? Or will Taylor Swift win her debut by defeating a former Femme Fatale champion? Because Taylor said she wants to go after the Femme Fatale title. In order to do that, you got to rack up some wins, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. And it looks like Miley starting off some big punches. Some big punches, knocking Taylor immediately out of the ring. Welcome to TAW, Taylor Swift. And Miley on the top rope. Diving. Oh, but she went for a clothesline or something, but Taylor sidestepped her. That was a nasty landing for Miley Cyrus. And look at those strikes by Taylor Swift trying to get back into this matchup. Miley, countering back, throwing her into the barricade. Oh, and just a big punch to the face. And Taylor Swift is down. The referee already got a 4 count. They have until 10 to get back in the ring. Going right to the ring post. And again, face first into the ring post. And I don't think Taylor Swift's debut is going quite how she wanted it to, but a big drop kick right to the chest by Miley Cyrus. Into the cover, but not even a 1. It's going to take a lot to take down the first ever Magnation Women's Champion. But it's, inversely, it's going to take a lot to take down the first ever TAW Femme Fatale Champion. But a nice clothesline and a drop kick by Taylor Swift in those high heel shoes. That's very impressive. And a nice Frankensteiner by Taylor Swift, taking down the former Femme Fatale Champion. And look at this counter. Jawbreaker by Miley Cyrus. I wonder what would happen if these two actually got into a fist fight in real life. Didn't they have beef a couple years ago or something like that? I mean, I don't really follow either of them, but but a nice counter by Taylor Swift into a Frankensteiner, so I guess you're going to add that into account of them just not liking each other. I guess, I don't know. Again, I don't really follow either of their careers, unless it's wrestling related. So, if it's wrestling related, then yes, I do follow their careers. But another Frankensteiner by Taylor Swift. If I was Miley, I would just stop and again runs into a Frankensteiner. If I was Miley, I would just stop charging at Taylor Swift because she's just going to keep hitting those Frankensteiners. And completely just misses that discus punch. And, this time she nails a clothesline, knocking down Taylor Swift. And now an arm breaker, knee right to the arm. I guess if I was Miley, I'd go after the legs after all those Hurricane Ranas. And now some elbows right to the shoulder, going after both arms. And a stomp. And a shot right to the kidney. And a chop block. Now, there we go. Going after all of Taylor's appendages. Very smart. And now some taunting. If I was Miley, I would stay on the assault here. I got caught again. And a discus forearm by Taylor Swift. That was nasty. And now what is Taylor going to do? A thumb to the eye by Miley Cyrus. Do not give Miley Cyrus an inch or she'll poke your eyes out. And big boot right to the jaw. Into the cover, hooking the leg. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 by Taylor Swift. Off of the poke to the eyes. Left her wide open for that big boot right to the face. Now Miley going to try to finish her off. Going for a pile driver. And the pile driver spiking Taylor on the top of her head. That might do it. Into the cover. 1, 2. And again, Taylor Swift just barely kicks out. That was very close. Oh, but Miley tried to go to the top rope, but got punched in the face. Taylor Swift cutting her off. Now setting up for a superplex. A superplex to the center of the ring. Go for a pin, Taylor. Or not. I would have went for the pin there, but I guess Taylor's not satisfied yet. I don't know what is Taylor Swift going to do here. She's got her by the hair and just slamming her face down with a second rope bulldog. And now it looks like Taylor's going to go for the cover, dragging her away from the ropes. And now hooking the leg. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Perhaps took a little too long going for the cover there, but Miley ducking out of the ring. Oh, look at this. Oh, setting up and suplexing Taylor to the outside. I bet that hurt. Suckering Taylor into suplex her to the outside, face first. And Miley, setting up springboard. Oh, springboard tornado DDT on the outside, and I think Taylor bonked her head on that chair. Man, that was nasty. But Taylor's back up, and Miley just taunting. Behind you, Miley. Miley didn't know she got back in the ring, and Taylor, with a Guitar Hero. The Guitar Hero stunner into the cover. 1, 2, 3, just like that. Taylor Swift nails the Guitar Hero, that arm hook into the stunner, and puts away Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus, her arrogance was her own undoing there. She gave her the springboard tornado DDT to the outside. She thought Taylor was down, so she just kept taunting and taunting. But Taylor got in the ring, hit the stunner, and got the 1, 2, 3. But Taylor, Taylor Swift wins her debut match here in TAW, but I think that she may have a little bit of a problem here. Because she did make her first appearance at the expense of Princess Fiona on the 4th Super Show. Oh boy. This could get heated in a hurry, but Taylor and Fiona both have microphones. If I was just finished from a match and a giant ogre came down to the ring, I would not antagonize her. If I was Taylor, I would be very careful with my words, and I would be ready to just hit the gas pedal and get out of there. Princess Fiona does not seem amused or impressed. Fiona does have a point. I mean, Fiona is the #1 contender, and Taylor just got here. She just defeated a former champion, so... That is right. Princess Fiona is the #1 contender for the Femme Fatale Championship. She's supposed to be facing She-Hulk for the title, but she has that thing going on where she wants She-Hulk to join her in the Statue of Liberty to become a trio. Oh, speaking of which, there's the TAW Femme Fatale Champion, She-Hulk, the current champion. I wonder what her thoughts on this are. Princess Fiona was over here laying down the law, and again gets interrupted by She-Hulk. Agreed, Fiona did earn her shot. Oh boy, it looks like She-Hulk is starting to stir the pot here. Whoa, she's practically daring Fiona to put her #1 contendership on the line against Taylor Swift. That's a bold move. She-Hulk, I think you mispronounced confidence. It's more arrogance over here from Princess Fiona, I would say. Oh. So she wants Taylor Swift to run the gauntlet to face off against Statue of Liberty in order to earn her respect, I guess. So it looks like we have a challenge. Taylor Swift versus the Statue of Liberty in order for Taylor Swift to face Fiona for her #1 contendership. But if Fiona or Statue of Liberty, either one of them defeat Taylor Swift, then She-Hulk has to join Fiona and the Statue of Liberty. This is getting very interesting. But will She-Hulk accept this deal? She-Hulk accepted the deal. Man, this is very... What will come of this? Will She-Hulk join Fiona and the Statue of Liberty, or will Taylor Swift become the #1 contender for the Femme Fatale Championship? I guess we'll just have to find out.